Hello guys, it's Sarah. Welcome to my channel. Hope everyone's doing well. So I've been making these little pockets, and they're sort of double pocket trifold thing. And if I show you them, I've got 3 here that I've made. So you can see that, and it's got a pocket here, one on the back, and then it opens with this little opening here into a trifold like that, and it just slips into there like so. And I've done 3 of these. You see, I'll open that again. There we go. And then the 3rd one is this. And the opening there, and again a tag pocket on the front. And one on the back, like so. Okay, so I thought we would make one of these, so I'll put those out of the way. So my paper is this paper pad, and I want that on the inside. So I'm going to turn it over to score it. Now this paper is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and that was the paper pad. I didn't cut it to that size, that's just the way it was. You could use it with any size paper. It doesn't even have to be a square. So you just need to take a measurement of the longest side and score it into thirds, but you need to make sure that one of those thirds, this side preferably, it's up to you if you want to do it that side, is slightly shorter, because then it's easier to fold. So I've worked out my measurements for this one, and let me just find them. They are 2 7/8 and 5 3/4. So just going to 2 7/8. Now, is that going to be right? Is that going to be on the side that I want? 2 7/8 is only 3 inches, and that is going to, no, so I'm going to do it this side. So 2 7/8 and 5 3/4. I hope that's right. And then we're going to turn it on the side, and it depends how deep you want this pocket to be here. So I'm just going to score it at 6. So that is a 2 1/4 inch pocket. And that is all the scoring that's needed. Put that away. Sorry about the clanking. We're now going to burnish these score lines. So we want to fold them over and score. And fold this one over. And score. And yes, I've got my shorter one here, because that's my score line, and that's where it ends. So you can see and then we're going to take the bottom one and fold it back and just burnish that well. So it's like that. But before we do anything else, we need to cut these score lines, and from the bottom score line across to the first long one, and again from the other side, the bottom score line to the next one. And I'll just get some scissors. Now I need my glasses on because I am dreadful, I cannot see anything. But we're just going to go as straight as we can across this score line. That's up to the first one, and then the same with this one. Okay, and now we've got these two flappy bits here, as you can see. It's not burnished very well, I don't think. Do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to bend that back again, we're going to fold that in, and we're going to fold that in, and we are going to burnish one more time on these. Okay, and that is slightly out. You know, sometimes no matter how hard you try, it's never completely straight, but we're good. And that's probably more to do with my cutting than anything else. So we're all good to go. So that will fold in like this. That will fold over to be a pocket, and this will be the closure here. Okay, so I'm just going to make sure that's well and truly burnished. It's not feeling very burnished today. Now, because of the width, sorry, that's my phone. Because of the thickness of the card, when you're scoring and then you're folding, it's not going to meet. And I don't know if you can see that. There's a slither, not even a 1/16 of an inch when you close it. When it's flat, it's perfectly level, and you can trim that slightly if you want to, so that when you fold it, it will be lovely and level there for you. So what we're going to do, these really are quite, for some reason, they're not very straight at all. Like I said, that's probably my cutting as well, but sometimes it just never is completely straight. Right, that'll do for me. I'm sure you'll make a much better job of it. So now what we do is we are gluing. So I've turned it over, and we need to now glue. So this one is our closure, so this one doesn't get glued. Okay, because that will be, I'll fold that in for you, look, that one gets glued, but that one doesn't get glued at all. So if you open that out and then turn it over, this one doesn't get glued, this one gets glued up the fold line, this one gets glued at the fold line, and then this one gets glued along here and up. I hope that makes sense. So you take the glue and just where the score line is, just on the inside of that, put a little line of glue there, and then on this one a little line of glue here, straight as you can. And now this one we need to close this pocket up, so we're going to go here, a little line of glue, and along a little line of glue. Put the lid back on there, and now I'm going to open that up, and that's probably a bit too much glue there, but we will see. I'm going to fold that up, and I'm just going to rub down, and any glue that comes out we will deal with, and just make sure that that is stuck together. And that is it for the gluing. So it goes in there, over there. What has happened here? It hasn't stuck very well. Let's try that again. So let's put a little bit of bead of glue there, and a bit down the bottom there. Do you know, you can do these off camera absolutely fine. The second you turn the camera on, there's an issue. Right, that is better. So we can see, if I can grab a tag, if I can find one, that is, there we go. If I get the smallest one, then I know it's going to fit all the pockets. So we now have a pocket here, whoops, and a pocket on the back, all done. And this is going to be our closure. Just stand the glue up. So we need to cut this down slightly, because we don't need it that long. So I'm just going to take some scissors and just cut that probably there. See how far? Yep, that's fine. And we're going to round the corners. So that one, and that one, that one, and that one. And do it every time. I forget to ink this up before I stick it together, but we'll sort that out, that's not a worry. So I'm just going to use Distress ink, not the oxide, in Vintage Photo, and I'm just going to ink the edges here all the way round. Just so it stands out a bit. And on the inside as well. Punch that up. I hope everyone is having a good week and enjoying the weather. I'm not, I have to say. I'm so hot at night, it's ridiculous. So yeah, not sleeping brilliantly thanks to the heat. Don't need it hot at night, do we, guys? I'm sure other people feel the same way. So that is inked up. I'll do the outside ones now. So that's that, and I'm just going to now, do I want that corner? You could. It's just not straight. I just don't understand. Well, it's obviously user error. That's what I'm putting it down to. That should be a bit better. So no, I'm not going to round that corner. I'll leave that as it is. And now we're just going to use. We put the lid on that ink because I know I'm going to put my arm in it or something. We're going to use the bit that we've just cut off as the closure, like so. What side do we want? Do we want that side? Yep, I think so. And we only need for it to go over a fraction of this for it to close. I hope you can see that, guys. So I need to cut this down. So I'm going to cut that down to about there. Let's have a look. Could be actually a bit smaller. Don't need a very big piece at all. And that'll be round about there. Like that. So I'm just gonna decorate this little bit up, and I've got, this is what I've been using, is this net lace type thing. It's sort of a grey brown, it's lovely. So we only need a little bit of that to go on. So I'm just gonna cut a piece. You can always trim it down. And that's probably a bit big. We don't need very much at all. Just to do it about there, I think. Let's get the glue and we'll stick that down. So just going to put a bit of glue all the way along there, and then we'll just scrunch that up a bit. Maybe it needs a bit more glue. And please stick. We're going to get a button on there anyway. Where have I put that? That might be a bit big, that one, so I'm going to go for a smaller one. This little one. I've already threaded my string because nobody needs to see me do that. And so we've got this. So now we're going to sew this button on, and this is probably not going to be pretty. If anyone's a sewer out there, I really am not at all. It doesn't want to go through, of course it doesn't. There we go. this is about the level of my sewing skills, is sewing a button on. I'll just come out of that hole. Oh. There we go. Yeah, this is my level of sewing ability, and even that isn't great at times. And I'm going to struggle now to... Nope, done it. I just can't get the needle through. And back through there. And I think that will do. So I'm just going to put it through there. Let's tie a knot. I'm sorry guys, I clearly cannot talk and do something at the same time, so I do apologise. Right, let's cut that off. Where are the small scissors? No idea. Oh, there they are, look. And I'm just going to get rid of some of that mess, because that is a mess and it is not needed, because we're sticking glue on there. Put my needle away because I've already lost one. You won't believe what I've lost today. It's just impossible. So we're there. So I need to put the glue on the back of this quite a bit, and sort of 3/4 of the way. And then we're going to get this and we're going to place it just there. And get rid of any excess glue, which is quite a bit of there, but we'll get rid of that. Out of there. And I'm just going to hold that on there for a little while, just to make sure that sticks. Let me get the lid back on there. Now, this glue is absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love the bottle. I love everything about it. It's such an easy squeeze bottle. You barely have to touch it. It flows out. It never, ever clogs. If you put that lid on straight away, I've not had any issues with it clogging and needing to, you know, get a pin and unclog it. And it's by, probably you'll know her in the UK, Bizarreology is, she's Janie's Originals. She does that Bizarreology, I believe, and this is her bookbinding glue, and I tell you, it sticks fast and it's marvellous stuff. I love it. And so there's our closure done. As you can see, there's our folio, and we just pop that in there and that is all ready. Now obviously on the inside you can put some tea or coffee stained panels in if you wanted to, or just on these two edges, and leave the thing. I like seeing that image, but if you like to journal, there is space down the side that you could journal, but if you wanted to put some panels in, of course you could do whatever you wanted. So that is the quick and easy little pocket, and I'll bring them all in now, and you'll see they're all slightly different. And I just wanted to show you one thing. I prefer to have my opening on this side. That's what I prefer. So this side's always the smallest, but just a little word of warning, depending on your image. So let me just bring this image in. So as you can see, this is the main image that I would want on the inside rather than the outside. In that case, you've got to be how you score it depends. So if you score it on that side, that's going to be your large side, that's going to be your small side, and so you'll have this side as your small side and this side as your big side, and so your opening will be this side. But just be aware that if you've got an actual picture that you want a certain way, or how you want the opening, if you've got pattern paper where it doesn't matter which side you score on or anything else, then you know you can always turn it upside down. But just be aware that if you scoring it on the opposite side to what you want, if that makes sense, then you could end up with your smaller side and your opening on the left instead of the right. But you can do it either way, it really doesn't matter. You may even prefer to have it on the right side, on the left side. Oh dear, I don't even know my left from my right. I can't even put this together. Ugh. Senior moments, guys, it really is. That and the heat, honestly. So just be aware of what side you want it on and which side you're going to make the smaller of the folds. Well, I'm just going to bring these back in now, just so that you can see. And we'll put a little tag in there so you can see. And that is now complete. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please press the like button. I would, if you like the videos at all and you want to see some more, then please do subscribe. It would be really appreciated. And I just want to say thank you for spending some time with me today, and I hope you have a really good week and enjoy the weather and the crafting, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Bye bye.